Do you think you're spending more than you should be on your food bills? Let's find out. 1 in 4 Americans uses a credit card to buy groceries each month. Not a disaster on its own, but if that's you, it could be a red flag and it could mean you're overspending on food. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 other signs you're spending too much at the grocery store and what to do instead to save money, to shop smarter and to cut your food bills for good. Now, number 7 is one that kind of really creeps up on you, so stick around for that. If you say yes to more than half of these, don't worry, it's never too late to reset. But the next best time to start is right now. So number 1 is really pretty fundamental, and it sounds very obvious, but the truth is a lot of us don't know how much we're actually spending on groceries. And for years, this was me. I thought I had a really good grasp on my grocery spend, and I thought I was really consistent, and above all, I thought I was in control of the whole thing, even though I wasn't tracking anything and had no hard and fast numbers to pin any of that on. So here's what I recommend that's worked for me. Sit yourself down, go through your bank statements for like at least the last 3 months, pull out every single grocery transaction, add it to a spreadsheet, or even just a simple table will do, then look at the total. Is it what you expected? Is it higher? See, now you've got data to work from, and that gives you control. And this is the first step to budget-friendly food shopping. This second sign is a really sneaky, easy one to miss. We've all done it. Bit of chicken here, half a pot of open sour cream there. You toss it in the bin, you forget it, you repeat. But every bit of food waste is money straight in the bin. So try this. For 1 week, write down exactly what you're throwing out and how much it cost. And if the voice in your head starts to go, oh crap, that's great, because you've just found yourself a way to save some cash. Food waste is a massive, massive issue. If you're throwing anything out at all, well, that's not good. But if it's more than 1 item in a week, then just by cutting that out, you're cutting your grocery bill straight away. Okay, so for number 3, pause this video for just a second, go take a look in your cupboards or in your pantry, and if they're full of packets and ready meals and processed snacks and barely any whole ingredients, that is a strong sign you could be making smarter, cheaper food choices. There was a time when the extent of my non-packaged inventory was some beans, tomatoes, bit of lettuce. That was basically it. Everything else was out of a packet. Convenience foods are expensive per portion. They don't stretch across multiple meals, and they usually mean no meal plan. And on top of that, there's the health aspect, there's the environmental impact of chucking out all of that packaging. So I suggest take a photo of the pantry, the cupboard you just looked at today, set a goal to add more basic, versatile ingredients over the next 4 weeks. Take another photo at the end and compare. And if you want help with what you should have in your cupboard so you can start cooking more and microwaving less, type pantry in the comments and I'll send you a free Grocery Dad PDF of 14 must-have pantry staples. That's pantry in the comments. Go for it. Now, this next one has a couple of different variants, but they all ladder up to much the same thing. If your Uber Eats driver knows you by your first name, or your local takeaway does, or the cashier at your grocery store sees you 5 times a week, there's a good chance you're spending too much money in one or more of those places. And regrettably, this has happened to me more than once in my life, always with a local Indian restaurant, as it happens. I even got a Christmas card one year, which was lovely and crushing all at the same time. If you're ordering in or you're top-up shopping consistently, then the chances are good you are not meal planning, you're not buying in bulk, but you are spending more than you need to. I know a lot of people will be in the comments telling me they're a one-person household, they've been top-up shopping and it's worked for them since like 1924. Sure, top-up shopping can work. Let's say you live in central Paris and your grocery store is 50 yards from your apartment block and you're buying fresh ingredients every day and you're incredibly, incredibly disciplined. It can work. But for most people, it's a route to waste and to overspending. So it's worth looking at least at where you could streamline those visits and shop smarter. Honey, what do you fancy for dinner tonight? See what I did there? See, in our house, that is code for I fancy a takeout, but I want you to suggest it first so I don't feel guilty. Now, broadly speaking, if you've got no idea come 5 o'clock what you're eating for dinner, it's probably going to mean you've not planned ahead, you don't have many ingredients on hand, and therefore the one thing you have got is a recipe for overspending and for inefficient extra trips to the store. So try planning 3 dinners ahead. That's it, just 3, because it'll cut down your impulse spending and that last minute decision making that are wrecking your food budget. Speaking of planning, or should we say a lack thereof, check this out.
What about meal planning? Do you do any meal planning so you know what to buy each week?
No, we'll just go as we go.
Do you, when you come to the store, do you have a list?
Sometimes do, but then we don't really stick to it. It's really hard to stick to it.
1 in 3 people don't write a list, over half don't stick to a budget, and just 1 in 4 say they regularly do any kind of meal planning. As this happy-go-lucky chap demonstrates, without any of those things in mind, your local grocery store is going to play you like a fiddle, my friend. When the store manager's watching you on CCTV, piling random stuff in your cart like you're on supermarket sweep, they are rubbing their hands with glee because they know for a fact you're spending more than you need to. But the great news is, you know if you're doing this already, and that means you have the power to change course on your very next grocery trip. Simple list, stick to what's on it, come home and see how much less you've spent than last week. I guarantee you should be up. Now then, as we're in the store, let's finish with a specific problem that arises for many of us when we don't have a list. It's that little something for yourself. You know, a little treat like, I don't know, like some salted caramel chocolate things. Delicious, harmless enough, but look at how fast that adds up. $3.28 per pack. Let's say you do that twice a week, you're up to $6.56. Over a year, that's $340 blown in treats without blinking an eye. Not saying don't enjoy your shop, not saying don't have a little treat, just be aware and stay in control. Now, if this sounds familiar, set yourself a really tight budget. If you need a wee treat from time to time, and just be much more intentional when you're doing it. Now let me know in the comments how many of these hit home, guys. And if you've got any other signs you were spending too much on groceries, then please go ahead and share those too. That is what Grocery Dad is all about. Remember to type Pantry in the comments if you want that free PDF of essential budget pantry items. And if you want to know the hard truths about cutting food bills that could save you even more, then head over to this video next.